We are back in Madrid for one final day here in Spain. We've now been in Spain for 3 weeks and are heading back through Madrid to fly back to the United States. We have a full day planned. We'll explore Retiro Park and Plaza Mayor, eat some delicious Spanish food, and make the most of our final day here in Spain.
Good morning from Madrid. It is an absolutely beautiful morning in the Spanish capital. We're going to start off with some breakfast today in a market. We're going to a breakfast spot. We're going to have some Spanish tortilla. We're going to have a great day here, our last day in Spain. We've got so much fun planned, and we're going to get started here with a tasty, tasty breakfast. Breakfast has arrived. We're starting off with the classic Spanish tortilla. It's an egg and potato omelet. It's slow cooked with olive oil. A lot of times there's grilled onions in it. We've had a couple different versions here in Spain. This one looks absolutely fantastic. It's not as set up as the first one we had. And I wasn't sure if I'd like that, but I actually do like it a lot. We've got all this great bread here. We're probably gonna push some of the tortilla on as well.
We also have a breakfast sandwich, ham, egg, and cheese, nice runny egg, and I'm already loving the bread. I haven't even tried it yet, but I can tell I'm gonna love it. Yeah, this is our first egg sandwich that we've had on this trip, and it's really hit the spot.
What a treat that breakfast was. Now we're gonna look around the market a little bit and then head to the park, but we're off to a great start here in Madrid.
After that delicious Spanish breakfast, we are ready to go here in Madrid. We are heading to Retiro Park. It's their beautiful park here in Madrid. It's a huge park and there's a lot to see inside. There are supposed to be peacocks in Retiro Park, so that is what I'm hoping to see this afternoon. Retiro Park is 309 acres here in the middle of Madrid, so a fairly large urban park. And it was built in the 17th century as a royal retreat for King Philip IV. And then after the Spanish Glorious Revolution, it became a public park. And a lot of interesting history. There's a zoo here at one point. It has the Crystal Palace, which I think we're gonna go find, which is closed, but it was like a greenhouse for exotic plants. There is a peacock sanctuary in one part, and there's supposed to be a beautiful rose garden. So there's a lot to do here, and we're really just getting inside here, starting to explore. Like I said, there are a few things I want to see. I want to see the Crystal Palace, and I want to see the peacocks for sure. I think there's also like a lake in the middle with boats. We'll go find that too. But after spending time out in the city, it's definitely a nice retreat to come into the park and relax a little bit. It's pretty full this morning. Well, it's 11:30. Yeah, I can see this being a really popular escape for locals. Behind me is the Great Pond. There are tons of boats out there. You can rent a rowboat and get out on the water. pretty awesome. Retiro Park is reminding me a lot of Central Park. A little smaller, but it's got a lot of the same vibes. Loving the rowboats here in Retiro Park. It's like 100 of them out there. Looks like fun. There are some huge fish in this pond. They're gigantic. It's kind of scary. Beautiful day here in the park. We decided to have a seat and stop off for an ice cold Coca-Cola. There's not much better than that. They serve like beer and wine and snacks, but we opted for a lemonade slush. That is refreshing. It's kind of the perfect drink on a warm Spanish afternoon. Just a pit stop. And we're gonna keep exploring the park.
I've seen a lot of Coca-Cola served here in Spain the way it's meant to be, in a glass bottle, poured into a glass full of cold ice.
That was the Velázquez Palace. It's a beautiful building. There's a museum inside. It's free admission. Here we are coming up on the Crystal Palace. It is closed for, I think, like maintenance or some kind of work right now. So we can't go inside, which is sad, but it is a beautiful space. I wish we could go inside, but it is beautiful to look at from the outside. It's definitely like I think it was initially a greenhouse for exotic plants. So you can definitely get those vibes because it looks like a conservatory, similar to ones that we have in Chicago. There's the pond in front and everyone's taking pictures. So that's a popular spot here in Retiro Park. And we are going to keep rolling. We are having a fabulous time here in the park so far. Just a beautiful day and such a gorgeous park. We're like in the middle right now and you kind of forget you're in the city. It's a nice little respite from the hustle and bustle. You don't even like hear cars or anything. It's nice. Right now we're heading into the Cecilio Rodriguez garden, and this is supposed to be where the peacocks live. So we're gonna walk around, see if we find any. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm overly excited about this. This is something I really wanted to do. Oh, there's one in there. There's one over there. Beautiful. I'm scared of you.
Well, I have to admit, the peacocks in the park, quite fun. We try not to disturb them in their garden habitat. I'm really scared of birds right now. They're bold, they will approach you. I wouldn't find them to be aggressive. You know, just look from a distance. As a reminder, the male peacocks are the ones with the very beautiful feathers, and the females, very gray. Madalyn finds that to be unfair. I can't say I disagree.
Okay, hanging out with the peacocks has totally lived up to the hype. They're vocal. They're very vocal. They kind of yell to each other, and they find the shade. Like, it's heating up a little bit, but they're really hanging out in pockets of shade here in the park. They're not afraid of us. They were walking up to us. I was trying to keep my distance, and they were walking towards me, which was slightly frightening because birds are unpredictable, and I'm trying to keep my distance. I'm trying to respect your home. But they're gorgeous. There are so many of them. And like I said, this totally lived up to the hype. This is something that I had on the list that I really wanted to do. Come to the park and hang out with the peacocks. And some people were getting really close, which made me nervous. And this surpassed my expectations. I loved it. Highly recommend. This is a beautiful area as well. Beautiful garden here. It's kind of off to the side of the park. It's not really hard to find. I read something that said it was harder to find, but it's really not. You just have to walk into this garden area that is kind of separated. I'm very glad we made it over here. I think there's a mom and a baby over here. I have to go see. That was a whole family right there. Mom, dad, baby. Love it. Absolutely love it. I could stay here for a couple hours. We won't. But I am, you know, the female peacocks, they do have some green feathers. They just don't have the beautiful blue feathers on their tails. But I could stay here. I could stay here for hours and watch them. This is fascinating. And this gentleman is taking photos right now, and he's probably got like the best pictures. He's up close to the peacock family. Wow. This is fun. This is really fun. Sadly, we are now leaving the company of the peacocks. Stellar stop here in Retiro Park. 10 out of 10. Absolutely loved it. They're sad to see us go too. You hear them there? They're like, don't go, spend more time with us. They did seem like on one end, there were like the bigger males. And then on the other end were a lot more of the females. So I don't know, maybe they're like, you stay on your side, I'll stay on mine. But we did see the peacock family hanging out there in the middle. Now we're gonna go head towards the rose garden, which is also supposed to be beautiful and has like a bunch of different species of roses. So that is the next stop. but this highly recommend if you're coming to Madrid to just spend a little time with the peacocks. The Rose Garden was created in 1915 by the Spanish gardener Cecilio Rodriguez. It was inspired by other famous European rose gardens and features over 4,000 rose bushes. The roses also smell so good right here. It's nice. I've really enjoyed this time in Retiro Park. This is a great way to spend early morning, late afternoon. It has just been beautiful. That's going to be it for us here in Retiro Park. We're now, I believe, going to catch a bus to Plaza Mayor and do a little exploring, maybe get something to eat, as we're known to do.
On the bus to Plaza Mayor.
A quick bus ride, and now we are heading over to Plaza Mayor. We found that the public transportation has been pretty easy for us to navigate on this trip. When you ride the train, you have to buy the Metro card. I mean, that's what I call it, but the subway card, you have to purchase that from the kiosk. If you take the bus, you can pay just with your own credit card, so you don't have to worry about going down into the subway, buying the card, and then using it on the bus. You can do that. I believe this subway and the bus use the same card system, but yes, you can also use just your credit card when you get on the bus, but not on the subway. You have to my knowledge, buy the subway card. We're walking over now to Plaza Mayor, which is the big square here in Madrid. Big tourist destination. But we want to go, we want to see it, we want to check it out. It's what you do, we're tourists. So here in Spain, there are a lot of water fountains around. You'll see people filling up at them. And that fountain specifically said not potable water, because I believe maybe even some of the fountains you can fill your water bottles too, but they have to put that sign on there saying hey, don't drink this water, or else people will fill their water bottles with it. That's just kind of a interesting fact. Pay attention to that. If you're really thirsty, it says no potable, don't drink it. This is the line for La Campana. It is where they serve the Calamari bocadillos. Very popular. It's a must visit for many people. So line's pretty long. Don't know if it's gonna happen for us. We'll see.
Currently in line for the Calamari bocadillo. One of those things that you gotta do right here outside the plaza. One of their must-eat sandwiches. I'm not the biggest calamari fan. Madalyn does like it, so she'll be eating more of this than me. When in Madrid, try the classics. I don't think I have to wait too long. There seems to be a line to eat inside, and I think I'm in the line to just get it to take away. We'll see. one sandwich accomplished. We're gonna go eat it. Took about 5 minutes max. There were maybe 5-7 people in front of me. So we're gonna go here in the plaza and eat it.
We stopped at bar La Campana for their famous sandwich here. It is a calamari bocadillo, very, very famous sandwich. There's several places that serve them, but this is like the place to go. It's pretty straightforward. Fried calamari on a baguette. Now they do give you mayo with it. I'm gonna eat it without mayo, and then we'll put mayo on it. So here we go. The beauty here is in the simplicity. It is fried calamari on bread. You know exactly what you're getting, and it's only €4. So absolutely worth it. The line to eat in was a lot longer than takeaway. So I think takeaway was kind of the no-brainer. Come over here to the plaza, watch out for pigeons, and just enjoy your fried fish sandwich.
Here we go, got a little bit of mayo on there. You know, it just feels very Spanish right now, being in this plaza, looking at this, eating one of their favorite foods. The mayo, I think, is necessary because the bread and the calamari, maybe a little too one note. Fresh squeezed lemon on there would be absolutely perfect.
This is Plaza Mayor. Beautiful space. It's not as touristy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's definitely like a tourist spot to check out, but I thought they'd be busier. We are here in the afternoon. It's not super crowded, but I thought it would be. It's beautiful. This is a great space to come and hang out. There's a lot of restaurants. You can stop, have a drink, sit in the plaza, and just enjoy the atmosphere. We have finished up in the plaza and we are now heading to Mercado San Miguel. We just walked in to the San Miguel Market, and you walk in and you're just hit with the beautiful sight of this fruit, and we had to stop. It's so colorful, so bright, so vibrant. We have strawberry, watermelon, mango, and then I think that's cantaloupe as well. It just looked incredibly fresh and just kind of hits you right in the face when you walk in. So we're gonna have some fruit. That's good. Watermelon's good. Strawberry. While I'm standing here eating this fruit, they are carving jamon right next to me. Which, it's quite a sight to watch.
If you don't think we're getting jamon, you're crazy. All right, we got our daily croquette in Spain. We've got one ham, one cheese. The best croquette you can get is the one that you're eating in that moment. Got a beautiful bite of raw tuna here.
One bite. All in.
I'm not actually sure what that was, but one of the fun parts about the market is you just kind of point and you get it.
This is from Hermanos Pollo, Chicken Brothers, here in San Miguel Market. This is a chicken burger, fried chicken, and then there's a delicious like aioli sauce on it. And then this is brioche with pulled chicken on it. Both delicious. I love coming to the market and just trying a bunch of different things. It's a fun way to eat.
All right, last bite here in the market. I got some Spanish chorizo. Get a little bowl of them, like mini hot dogs. Probably a lot better. Our grazing lunch near the Plaza Mayor has concluded. I'm not even sure all that we ate. I mean, we had the Calamari bocadillo, fruit cup, the croquettes, I had a bite of tuna, we had the chicken pinchos, and we finished with those Spanish chorizos. It can seem like an odd way to eat. It's a very grazing culture. As we're in our final day, that culture shock of that, what we're used to with the traditional meals, we've been able to adjust. Now we're going to try and pull off a thing we read about, which is getting cookies from a monastery baked by nuns, and you pass them money through a secret door and then cookies appear. So we're not even sure if it's open, but we're near the church, and I feel like this is something that you would find in the National Treasure version of Spain. The clue would be to get the cookies from the nuns at the monastery. They're sequestered nuns, so they can't see us.
The nuns only keep certain hours for the cookies, and we're here right in the middle of their time, so they stop serving them at 1 and they come back at 4:30, so we can't wait around for 2 hours for cookies.
And we're not coming back.
And we're not gonna come back over here just for the cookies, but
This is the door.
this is the door. You ring this button here, you walk down a hallway, and you order in a revolving Lazy Susan. I am sad. This just goes to show that you have to do more research. We researched, but
We were in the neighborhood.
we were in the neighborhood. We thought we'd stop in. Turns out we couldn't. I am sad, but maybe we should just go find cookies somewhere else.
That's a good idea. Now it's time to head back for our last siesta in Spain. And sleeping baby, tired Madalyn. A fun morning, afternoon of exploring.
So far.
Yeah, a fun morning and afternoon exploring here in Madrid. So after siesta, we will figure out. I think we're gonna try and find a rooftop. Get a nice view. Say our goodbyes to España. The siesta is over, and I'm gonna head over to the Reina Sofia Museum. I'm heading over there solo. You know, we're always honest with you in our videos, and one of the reasons why we skipped going to Valencia and went to Andorra instead was because we're here in July, and it is very, very hot. Temperatures increased from about 70 degrees Fahrenheit this morning, which was very, very pleasant. So we had a fantastic morning, went out to breakfast, walked around the park, went over to the city center. It started getting a little hotter, but was still pretty pleasant. probably around mid 80s. In the last 2 hours or so since we went back to our hotel, it's jumped up to 95 degrees, and in the city it feels like it's over 100. So we're not comfortable taking Evie out in this Spanish summer heat. So I'm gonna walk over to the museum, check it out myself. You travel when you can. Our availability to come to Spain for an extended period of time was in July. We knew it was gonna be hot, which is why we kind of had a rough outline of where we were gonna go in the country, and truly kind of planned things 2 or 3 days in advance based on the weather. We knew it was gonna be hot in Madrid today. We're coming back because we're flying out of Madrid tomorrow morning. It's one of the things that's tough about traveling to a foreign country is you typically want to have that entire trip booked, planned out, and you really need to be very detailed in your planning. When it's hot, you know, I wouldn't recommend coming to, central Spain when it's in the 90s for your vacation. This is a very walkable city. When the weather's good, it's charmed us. We've loved it. When it's been hot, it's really been tough to explore. So I'm about to head over to the museum right now, and we'll enjoy that. To go in the Reina Sofia, I never know if museums are going to be super chill on the inside or they're going to watch you like a hawk every step you take. They've got some more modern pieces, Picasso's. I'm just going to go see the big paintings and then probably head out. It's about 14 euros to get in, so not too bad. And our hotel's right next to it, so I think it's a good way to kill some time in the afternoon. I think one of the best parts about visiting museums is sometimes the actual building more than the contents itself. And this building used to be a old hospital, and when you get inside, the hallways are very cool. That elevator ride is going to be the closest thing I get to a drone shot. Don't even try to bring a drone to Spain.
The Reina Sofia Museum is Spain's premier modern and contemporary art museum, featuring iconic works by Picasso, Dalí, and Miro, including Picasso's renowned anti-war masterpiece, Guernica. Originally a hospital in the 18th century, the building was transformed into a museum in 1992.
Well, that Cubist exhibit, that was pretty good. It's definitely my favorite art style. Just love the odd shapes, the way the colors pop, so I think that was worth the price of admission right there.
Guernica by Pablo Picasso is a powerful anti-war mural created in 1937. It's a response to the bombing of the Basque town of Guernica during the Spanish Civil War. The painting portrays the chaos of war through distorted symbolic figures, including a screaming horse, a mourning mother, and a fallen soldier, making it one of the most poignant and widely recognized works of art in history.
Well, definitely worth the price of admission for Picasso's Guernica, which is based on a World War II bombing of a Spanish city named Guernica. I didn't realize that it was an entire wall that they had moved here. So walking and seeing that thing, it takes up the entire room. Really impressive. Glad I stepped in there. Enjoyable museum. My advice for museums is always this. If there's a topic that interests you, go. If it doesn't interest you at all, don't go. For me, Picasso and Cubism is relatively interesting. So if you find that stuff interesting, go, because it's really impressive in there. If you find that to be not interesting at all, don't force yourself to go, just because it's on the list of things to do.
Tonight, we're starting out in Madrid at Street Show. It is a Korean fusion restaurant, and we've got some interesting tapas items coming. We ordered dumplings, a Korean lasagna that has dry-aged beef, that was my choice, and then...
It's called a club sandwich.
A club sandwich.
But it's not.
It's not a club sandwich, but it's called the club sandwich, so we're gonna see what that looks like when it comes out. And we're finishing up with a brioche dessert. This place is awesome. The music is loud. The decor is super fun, and it's actually like in the top of a department store. So kind of like it's not a hidden gem because it's a popular spot, but it's definitely bringing some cool vibes tonight. Here is our club sandwich. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The mayo and the mascarpone cheese just like balances so well. You've got a bao bun that's all stuffed inside. This is so good. That pork inside with seasoned so perfectly.
All right, here are dumplings. It's a Peking dumpling. We got a crispy pig's ear. It's a strawberry hoisin sauce. There's pickle here, and obviously there's dumpling. Nice and covered in that strawberry hoisin sauce. It's a really good dumpling. This hoisin sauce is fantastic. Pig's ear, covered in strawberry sauce. I'm a fan of pig's ear. I tried chicken neck on this trip. Pig's ear is greater than chicken neck.
Pig's ear. Here we go. Okay. That is so crispy. It's like pork rind, but on steroids. It is so much flavor. Pork dumpling. There's some good bites here. We're having some fun tonight. Here we have the Korean lasagna. It is dry-aged beef. There is a cardamom bechamel sauce on top. Tomatoes. This is another tomato sauce that I can't remember exactly what it was, but it is really tasty. He said start at the top and I think he said use a spoon, so we'll use a silver spoon. Okay. First impressions, it kind of looks almost like a bolognese sauce. Okay. I'm gonna take a big bite here. That is incredibly flavorful. The beef is seasoned so well. This cardamom sauce, bechamel, like this does not lack for flavor at all. Nothing we've eaten has. This was my choice, and I'm really happy with it. That's really good. Wow. All the dishes here have been beautifully plated and absolutely delicious. The lasagna was going to be our last tapas item before our dessert came out, but everything has tasted so good, and our server talked us into ordering another one. We said, you choose, surprise us, you know it's good, because everything has tasted delicious, and we're just going to trust him and see what he sends out. I'm excited.
These are duck egg rolls. They are topped with shrimp, and we've got a green oil and kind of a spicy mayo to dip them in. Look at that. That's just a beautiful, I mean, the colors, the presentation here is really fantastic. That's legit. That is.
A little spicy.
Every bite we've had here, really, really good. Glad we got this extra one. Well worth it. But then you slosh it in the green.
Oh yeah, okay. The outside is crispy, the inside, again, just full of flavor. We have shrimp on top, duck inside. How many dishes do we have? 4?
Yeah.
4 for 4. Easy. Walk in the park. This is a really great spot. Good job, Adam. You found us a good spot here in Madrid.
So this is our brioche dessert. There was a hot vanilla cream poured on top of it, served with mango. After we eat the brioche, we're gonna pour the mango in the cream. These are freshly baked. They smell amazing. They're covered with sugar. I think I can get one out of here. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Here we go. This is unlike anything I've ever had. It is so good. The way that this brioche soaks up the cream, you can just see there. What a bite. What a great spot this has been.
My turn for the brioche. It is hot. Like a whole new experience, like whole new flavor. It's sweet, it's sour. It's weird because it doesn't even taste like the cream that was. I don't know. I can't really explain it. This has been a culinary delight this evening. Street show was an amazing meal. Don't be thrown off by the fact that it is in the top of a department store. Those are the escalators down. And it is loud and it is funky. The decor is a little dark, but, and the music, you can hear it. It is like a club atmosphere in there. But the food is phenomenal. Every bite we had was delicious. We're not overselling it. It really was that incredible. Every single sauce, every single thing that hit the plate was just chef's kiss. Really, really fabulous night here.
We've arrived at the airport and we're getting ready to say our goodbyes to Spain. Got up early this morning, took a taxi to the airport. No joke, I'm gonna check and see, this is one of the biggest airports I've been in my entire life. I think we gotta take like a 23-minute tram over to the other part of the airport. And this is just one terminal. Beautiful architecture, but we still have more journey ahead of us we didn't even realize before we get on the plane. That's a wrap for Spain. What a fantastic trip. From the first moments we landed, seeing all the beautiful Spanish architecture, the mountains, exploring Madrid, Bilbao, going to San Sebastian, which was fantastic, absolutely beautiful city. Pamplona, the running of the bulls, Catalonia, Barcelona, wine region, Costa Brava. I mean, just beautiful sights. Great food, very friendly people. We absolutely love Spain, and if you made it this far in this video, you must like us a little bit. So go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment. That helps us go on future adventures like this, and we'll keep this adventure rolling.